Hi, Rachel. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, and yes. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. I jumped through all the hurdles and managed to get here.
Oh my goodness, I know. I had to jump through a whole bunch of hurdles to be here too. I'm not gonna hang out the whole hour today. I'm gonna cut it short at the hour. My kid is super, super sick and I have limited.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Are we going to try and do this again next month?
Yes, I've been editing my schedule because of all the changes that have been happening with Societyx and with my own as we come into fall here. So there will be additional changes coming that haven't been made yet. I'm currently running an event this entire month, so that's kept me really busy. And hopefully once I'm in October, I'll have some more time to be clearer on what I'm doing for Societyx. How have you been doing?
Let me just finish by saying I enjoy our time together, but I know you would enjoy if there were more than you and I, and if there were more people contributing and receiving from this group. And so I'm hoping that there could be ways that will happen. So I'm sticking with you. How have I been?
Thanks, Rachel. I love connecting with you. You're great to connect with.
Yes. Frankly, my life is total chaos right now. The neighbor I've been helping to care for is in the process of dying, and it's not going smoothly. And the other friend and I who are involved in this just keep saying we are building this airplane while we are flying it. And we are very grateful to our neighbor Frank, the person who we've been caring for the lessons he has taught us about you need to have your paperwork in order. You need life paperwork in the first place, and then it needs to be in order. And so it's trying to guess what somebody would want, and he has no family and he has nobody else, so we're it. And if you'd asked us 6 months ago, we would have said, yeah, he's our neighbor, we're acquaintances. And now we're basically making life and death decisions for him.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
God has an incredible sense of humor, but the message I carry to everyone is please get your paperwork in order.
Yeah.
So that's how I am.
Oh my goodness, Rachel, that is so intense. I'm like really learning. Yeah. I feel like September is just such a great month and I love September, but I feel like this September has been particularly challenging, and not just for me. Keep hearing other people's stories, and like that is just making life and death decisions for my neighbor. No big deal.
Right. Yeah. I am so fortunate about the other neighbor and I because we have somewhat differing skill sets. Yeah. And, if you need paperwork, if you need administration, if you need phone calls with doctors and things like that, I'm your girl. If you need to be driven to the doctor, you need somebody to go pick up the prescriptions, you need somebody to help you in your kitchen, don't call me. I can't do that. Those are the things that Lynn just shines at. So we're in touch 2 or 3 times a day trying to be one brain and plug in, and are so grateful that we've been given each other to go through this.
Yeah, I'm so glad too, just hearing that you have the two of each other to lean on. And
you just if we tried to solve everything all at once, forget it. We do what's right in front of us, one step and one day at a time.
Yeah.
Seem to happen the way they're supposed to. So there we are. I didn't come here to talk about it, but that's what is happening in my life right now. And keeping notes on the whole thing is the only thing that will go, what day did such and such happen? Oh, wait, I wrote it.
Yeah. Well, let's take the next 20 minutes to do that then, huh? I have a few things I actually really desperately need to put in my notebook.
I do too. Something
And I was
completely
thinking,
different.
I mean, so many of these ideas I'd really like to take further and turn into more structured sessions once we do have more people showing up. But one of the ones that I was thinking about today was that we haven't really talked a lot about color. And another way to approach starting a notebook, whether it's for note keeping or drawing or a planner, is choosing a palette. And what I would encourage folks to do, and I'll build on this eventually, is, choose 1 to 5 colors, and then create a palette for at least, a chapter of your notebook.
I just want to throw one tiny thing in there.
Yeah.
The other gift I've been given in life is my ukulele class, which is just, absolutely the place that I can go every day. And online and just for an hour or so, forget whatever else is going on. It's my refuge. Yeah. And one of the things about this particular ukulele class is that when our teacher is guiding our practice or is doing a workshop, we always start with a mindfulness meditation, about 10 minutes worth. We devote the time to it. And when I come out of that, I will just say that I have set everything else aside, and my mind is where I am right now. When we are guiding our own practice session, and I run a practice session for anybody who wants to come on Wednesday afternoons, we'll have somebody in the group to do the meditation. And we have several people in the group who are either yoga teachers or have other ways that they have. I'm really going somewhere important here. Other ways that they have that skill, they have that practice. And a couple of them have brought in something that our teacher Josh has never particularly mentioned, which is, as they guide us through the meditation, they identify the chakras and they assign them colors. And it is such a different experience to come through the meditation when I've been, that your lowest chakra is red and then the next up is orange. I don't follow the chakras. I don't know which is which. But the very idea of identifying them with a color has made a huge difference in those meditation experiences.
Oh, it's so interesting.
Yeah. So when you're saying choose a color, and I've got my black pen and my white notebook here, and I'm going, you've had an experience recently where color has been important and has been effective. Maybe that was the message you were supposed to get this morning about choosing a color.
Yeah. Well, it's probably not come a surprise to you, but I'm very obsessed with color. So even though I don't know anything about the chakras either, though I am in a course right now where I'm going to start learning about them because it's just part of the other stuff that they're teaching, which I hadn't really considered. So, yeah, I'm really into color and I often go a little crazy with it. So I think that something that designers and artists tend to do really well is choose their palette, right? And in a notebook, it can be something else I've also found, like because I tend to go overboard rather than towards the minimalist, is that by giving ourselves restrictions, that actually helps us be more creative. So again, limiting the palette from 1 to 5 colors can be really helpful in, creating a body of work or creating a good like a good structure from which to start, right?
Yes. Yes.
So what are you working on today?
Well, what I was working on is that there's someone who a few years has done a positivity challenge. It's an 8-day challenge, and you have the first day you give yourself kudos. The second day you look for ways that something positive has happened. The third day you're doing, and that's why I'm trying to find it right now. The third day you're doing something like offering positive information or whatever you want to say to others. And then the fourth day you combine those three things and try to do all three of them. And then there's three more, and then a combination of all. And I'm looking for my list because I want to put it here because there's a small group of us. A small group is 4 people who want to are putting together our own gratitude challenge, and we want to follow the same system, so to speak.
Oh, good.
So the first thing was to say, and I need the positivity challenge to kind of base it on more clearly because I'm obviously babbling, but the first day was to give ourselves, to look at ourselves and what we're grateful for about ourselves. And the second was, what were we grateful for in general during that day? And the third was, how did we well, one of the days is to tell other people what you're grateful for about them,
yes.
or your
gratitude. That's a good one.
But I need to find the original positivity list so that I am not just quite babbling, but have a little more clarity on the way they're expressed, because it was wonderful the way they were expressed. And then we're going to try and start on Saturday with this modified one, which is about gratitude.
Okay.
So, and I said, oh, I know the perfect place to put that list. Once I find the list, I'll put it in my special notebook. Yeah. And I see no reason whatsoever not to assign those different days and attitudes with a color.
Right.
So, day 1 is this specific color. So that is what I'm working on, is to put into my notebook the original positivity list, and then our annotated or our adapted gratitude list, and then indeed assign them color.
Ooh, I love this.
Well, you threw in the third part there, which was the
well, and I also love the seemingly random serendipity of you mentioning the chakra thing, and that reminds me that I have to go take my coursework.
Okay.
Watch those videos.
Would be a help.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It turns out all sorts of positivity challenges in here, but I want to go back to the one, her name was Victoria Hunter, I think. And she's the one that we have been working with, and hers is an 8-day. So that's what I want to try and find. I don't want to spend this happens sometimes. I sit down to do my daily drawing, and it takes me 45 minutes to find the image I want to draw, and then I get to spend 15 minutes drawing it.
Oh, life.
Not like that ever happens.
No.
Okay. Wow. All right. But I think I have a shortcut here that will get me to her specific one. No, that's not what I want. And I was not prepared to be prepared for this, though I had an idea what I wanted to work on. Okay.
Sounds like you're on your way. Slow going
Yes.
as it might be.
Yeah, I've got what's in front of me. Okay, Victoria Hunt. That's the person I'm looking for on my Facebook group. Then.
Good. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Reflection prompts to keep you accountable. Yes. Well, I want to see the reflection prompts. I'm homing in on it here.
Yeah. You finding it?
I'm homing in on it in her. Okay. All right. Well, I for some reason found day 3, but hey, work with what I got here. It was obvious. Okay. All right. The okay. Oh, good. This has the whole little thing on it here, and I should be able to print that out.
Yeah.
So what they said is the 8-day positive pledge. The goal is a kind and gentle jump start to train our mind. We can decide what we think about and how we think. Let's guide our mind to be more aware and genuinely more positive. Through the 8 days, we'll notice when we are not following the pledge, and we'll give ourselves kudos for being observant and be kind with our mind and gently nudge it back to the task at hand. And then the first day, you start with giving yourself internal kudos. Second day, practice removing negative thoughts about myself, and replace with positive. Day 3, practice removing negative thoughts about others and replace with positive.
Mm-hmm.
Day 4, actively give genuine compliments to others, maybe even openly in real life or by email, text, or whatever. Day 5, you combine those 4.
That's a big one. Very hard hitting in the happiness space. Yep.
And then day 6 is be more aware of our urge to complain, mentally, verbally, written. And number 7, just for today, adjust our thoughts and spoken words to take the challenges of life and look at them as opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Day 8, we do our best and combine all of the above. And, it's really helpful when something kind of hits your mind and you go, oh, whoops, wait, I have something to deal with that today.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can get that. No, now don't get lost there. That's what I do. There we go. Okay, so I want to do that. Oh, you want me to copy the text? All right, I can copy the text. But what I wanted to do was to select all. Giving me select all. Okay. Well, let's see if I can figure out how to take that text and print it, because I don't want to rewrite all this stuff. But now I've got the 8 days, and then we're going to look at how to translate those into practicing gratitude.
Yeah.
Okay, because all we had was, the 2 of us who've already done the positive pledge had our memories of it. It's amazing how far off your memories can be.
I know, right?
Yeah, so let's see if that will give me what I want. No, will that give me what I want? All you want to give me is copying text. Yeah, like on the third day 3 was practice removing negative thoughts about others and replace with positive. And the quote was, if you look for something to criticize, you will find it. If you look for something to compliment, you will find that. It's your in other words, yes.
The human brain is so funny.
where am I? Now what I'm trying to do positively is figure out how to print this from this little guy. Try going there. And I can try going there. There's always a chance. There you go. We have it as a duck. You're going to be a new document. Oh, no, not a photo. Okay. Ooh. All right. We're here to maybe it really doesn't matter if I end up spending this time trying to find it, because I've now found it, because I can put it in my notebook later. I'd like to continue to follow this, even though it's not going to end up with a nice page in my
not in this exact moment, but it sounds like
book right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a clear plan of where I'm trying to go. So, oh, well, now there's a place that might help. Okay, I can save the post. All right, and save it to.
I ended up with kind of a funny page.
What have you got? You got. I see color. Wait a second. Let me get closer here. Ooh, look at all that! And you used outside stuff. You didn't use colored pencils. You glued things in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of stickers and tape.
Yeah.
I rediscovered. So just covering up some pages that I don't need. It's so funny the way that this website works. It's telling me that the registration has gone up and that there's now one live person, but it doesn't. Instagram is very strange.
Well, you're the one who's having to operate this, what you're doing, and I just try to follow along, but I'm finding I don't understand Societyx, and I don't understand how we get to the page where we get to talk to each other. But if I just put one foot in front of the other, I usually end up being able to show up. So.
You've done it. You're here now. I know. I actually feel the same way. I'm when I'm speaking to the people who have organized the whole thing, it makes a lot of sense. But then when I'm doing it myself, I'm just like, what is happening here? So,
yeah.
I do have to run now to take advantage of this short time I have child free.
Thank you so much for being here, and it just really turned out what I needed to do and how I want to enhance it. So it's been great.
Yeah, you're always so positive, Rachel. It's always lovely to connect with you.
Well, you always bring out, you get me to actually do this stuff, and I like that too. So thank you. We'll get a group together.
I will work harder to make it more structured and more clear in the following months. So we'll sort it out together.
Well, yeah, but what we need is more people.
Yeah, and they said that they're going to be. It says that there's a whole bunch of people registered, but it doesn't look like it from my end. So, but anyway, okay, we had a good day, and we'll just see what October brings.
We'll head onward into October. All
Yes.
right. You have a great couple of weeks, and I'll probably see you on the third week of October.
Awesome. And good luck with your challenge.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank you.
talk soon.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.